scientists are starting to buy into this idea that other animals have complex emotional lives. Until very recently, and we're talking this year, we didn't like to use the word friendship when we were talking about serious science. In sort of passing, speaking with our friends and colleagues, we would talk about friendship in other animals, but we would never write it in a scientific paper. The use of the term friendship and the study of friendship, now it's really kind of come into its own as a topic. In fact, by studying monkeys, I'm hoping to get clues as to why friendship evolved in people. Monkeys do have friends. They interact with individuals who they're not related to in friendly ways. Even though no one is going to say that the definition of friendship in monkeys is exactly the same as how we might define friendship in humans, it's kind of undeniable that there are individuals who aren't related to each other who spend time together in a friendly fashion. Sometimes we call it social bonds, that they're bonded, but I mean, what is that other than just sort of a more descriptive word for friendship? But what exactly friendships get you, that is very much still open. We're still working on it.
Cayo Santiago is one of the few primate field research sites in the world devoted to the long-term study of rhesus mechanics. Professor Lauren Brent has spent over 6 years on the island, studying how non-related monkeys interact and form bonds. Her research has led to some groundbreaking discoveries.
So we can't ask a monkey who is your best friend, so we have to study by observing their behaviors. And so we define friendship in monkeys as who they spend a lot of time with and who they interact with in a friendly manner. In particular, we look at things like grooming, feeding next to each other, who spends time together, who's aggressive to who. So whatever the monkeys are doing, we're following them and recording it. Do you know that one? So we would pick an individual and we do 10-minute focal follows. So for 10 minutes, record everything that the focal animal is doing, who they're interacting with. And so the monkeys dictate what happens. So that's 25R. I was telling Joel this morning that 25R used to be a member of this little band of males. They were all middle ranking. They were together quite a lot and would support each other in fights. But his buddies have dispersed to another group, so he's kind of left on his own, although one of them seems to have maybe come back, but I haven't seen them interacting. He's a good guy.
The monkeys have tattoos to identify them, but it's still tricky. There are over 1,000 on the island, spread across at least 8 troops whose membership constantly changes, making Lauren's test troop a moving target.
Pontiac's really, I don't know if you'll notice it when you collect data, but in previous years, Pontiac's been really asocial. So she's always kind of on the periphery of the group. I don't know if I've ever seen her grooming anybody. In terms of my research, I've been able to show that females that have tighter social bonds had lower stress hormone levels. So we measure in their feces their level of cortisol, which is this hormone that you release when you feel stress. And females that have tighter knit social connections had lower stress hormone levels. We know grooming feels good. It's sort of like a massage. So when you're receiving grooming, your stress hormone levels go